Shelby,
Hey.
welcome to Skydive Suffolk. How you doing today?
Good, how you doing?
I'm great. What are we about to go do?
Jump out of plane.
We're going to jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that crazy idea from?
You gotta live life on the edge, so why not?
How do you feel about it right now?
I feel fine now. I'm probably gonna have to poop later, but I'm good.
Excited?
Yeah,
Nervous?
kinda.
Kinda? A little
Yeah.
bit's good. A little bit's good.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to anybody before we go out and jump that's not here today?
I love you. If I don't make it, I'm joking, but I love y'all, so.
Let's go have some fun up there.
Thank you.
Woo!
Despite the train. I hope you take a... That bird yelling like that all through my dang video. There's a lot going on. OMG, we hear you. Nobody's coming for you. Woo! Let's have a discussion about jumping out of a plane. So I wanted to make this video on the ground outside because to me skydiving was a very grounding experience, and I felt like what better place to do it than on the ground. You get it? Okay, no. On to the next thing. Okay, let's get comfortable because I have a lot to say. This will be just a straight through conversation, so if I stutter or if there's loud stuff going on in the background, I am outside. They're doing construction right now, so I apologize for any things that don't seem, very put together, but this is going to be a very much chill, just me talking to you about why I felt like skydiving is something that you should do, or if you're contemplating it, I think that it's a very good decision to make. So,
This is what I want y'all to do for me.
I went skydiving for my 25th birthday. It was June 20th. For all of my Geminis, all of my June babies, I hope you had a great birthday. I hope that anyone who's 25, that you realize that you've been here for a quarter of a century. Okay? 90s babies are really getting old. We're not getting old, we're getting wiser. And I feel like skydiving is definitely something that's gonna make you feel like you're just so wise, because I think it gives you something that you won't get from anything else. So I went to do skydiving when I graduated college. I went to ODU. Shout out to my Monarchs. And I felt like it was just a really good gift to give myself for just getting through college. But at the time, I had to choose between doing a party or going skydiving. And I felt like at the time I wanted to do more of a party thing. Okay, so I didn't go that year. I wanted to go the next year, but the next year was 2020, which was the year of COVID. A lot of people weren't, doing their same services just because of how COVID affected the world. And the place that I wanted to go skydiving, unfortunately, was not taking people. So I decided I'll do it the next year, which was this year. And I did it. It was beautiful. I went to a place called Suffolk Skydiving. I actually have on their shirt right now. It says, do what it takes. No, is that what it says? Can you read? I can't see it. Got what it takes. Wow. Okay, 25 and still can't read, okay? Don't let the college degree fool you. Okay, I had to get up because I felt like I was all over the place. I was a little bit too comfortable. But I did write down some stuff about what I wanted to talk about in this video. So if I look down, that's why. So I don't really know anybody who went skydiving before me. I've seen celebrities do it. I've seen people that I don't know do it, but nobody personally close to me. So I really can't tell you where the idea came from. I know for me, college was really difficult. It was a beautiful experience, don't get me wrong, but I definitely had a lot of challenging moments, and I felt like me jumping out of a plane was a great way to end my 5 years in college. But unfortunately, like I said, I couldn't do it the year that I graduated, but that's okay because we're here now, baby. So I really don't have a why. I don't know where it came from, but I will say in 2021, I got really into watching podcasts, and I watched his podcast by Jay Shetty, and it was him and Will Smith. And Will Smith talked about how just going skydiving just really changed him, and I felt like that was a sign for me to definitely do it. And the biggest sign for me, honestly, was COVID. I learned during COVID that you can't have faith and fear in the same place. I feel like, it's okay to be nervous, it's okay to be anxious, but I think to be fearful and to have faith, I feel like they just can't go together. And to me, COVID taught me how strong my faith was. And I felt like if I have that much faith, then I feel like there's no reason why I can't jump out of a plane. So that was the biggest why of why I did skydiving, was because I felt like, for one, I made it through COVID. I made it through COVID. I was never sick. I was able to get through COVID and be able to take, I feel like, more positives than more negatives. And I feel like for a lot of people, everybody's not able to say that. So I definitely feel like COVID showed me that life is short and that you should do the things that you really want to do. And skydiving was definitely one of the things that I really, really wanted to do. So, on to my experience and how I prepared. As far as preparing, really all I did was pray. Me and God had a talk, and I already knew that I wasn't going to die. So as far as being scared about the plane ride itself and about jumping, that really wasn't a big thing. My biggest issue that I feel like was never really answered before I went skydiving was, should you eat? Of course, now that I've done it, I would say that if you can eat a small snack like a muffin or like maybe some chips, not chips, something healthy like an apple, a pear, I would definitely say eat something, because I didn't eat anything. They don't teach you in school, should you eat before you jump out of a plane. I feel like that's a very important lesson that is missed. But so I didn't eat, and by the time I got there, it was like a 2-hour drive from where I was from to the skydive place. And I felt like I should have ate by the time I got there, because I was really hungry. Also, my birthday was Father's Day. My birthday is June 20th, so I always usually share my birthday around the same weekend as Father's Day, but this year in particular, it was the actual day. So I went early in the morning. I went at 8 o'clock. So my instructor's name was Brandon, and Brandon was cool. I hope I'm saying his name right. I think it was Brandon or Brandon. I don't know. We're gonna call him B, because I don't really remember his name, and I feel like that's so disrespectful because he was great. But if you ever watch this, I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. I'm just not the best with names, but I never forget a face. If I ever see you, I will always say hi. So B was really cool, but he was very positive, real cool, laid back. I'm definitely a goofy person, so I think he caught that. So he was very much giving me jokes. I don't know if that's regular him, but he was very much comfortable. So, he was like, I hope I remember what to do. He was joking. But, for somebody who was actually scared, that probably would have been the best joke, but I was chilling. So when it came time for me to actually get on the plane, I told him and everybody else, this is my first time on a plane. Plot twist. Getting on the plane was really cool, and it was so small and cute. I'm 5'1", so I love things that are small and cute. And on the airplane was weird for me because I've heard people say that your ears pop, so I wasn't aware. And then my instructor was telling me, if you have a hard time breathing when we jump, just hold your head up. And like at the time, like when they tell you stuff, you really don't understand why they're telling you it until you actually jump, because like, okay, I'm breathing right now, like I know how to breathe. But the air in the sky is way different than the air that I'm breathing right now making this video, okay? It's a whole different ball game. And when I jumped, this was not working. Like, I felt like I was gonna die. I felt like I was gonna die and not being able to breathe more than I was gonna die jumping out of the plane. So, but anyway, on the ride up to the 13,000 feet that I was gonna jump, my person who was filming me was asking me, how do you feel? And I'm like, I'm hungry, okay?
Shelby, we made it!
I know.
What'd you think?
I'm hungry.
Hungry?
I got something to eat. So I was tired, hungry, which is a terrible combination. So I was very much just chill. And I was chill also because, like I said, I wasn't really scared about anything. It was more just like, I knew this is what I signed up for, so I was like more just like about trying to take it all in. So I was very chill on the plane ride, but I didn't really realize how chill I was until we got off of the jump. So then it came time for us to actually jump. I feel like the scariest part about the whole experience is that when you get on the plane and you're almost there, the door opens and like there's so much air pressure that comes in, and like I'm short and my person was very tall, so like it felt like if we just moved the wrong way, we were gonna just fly out of the plane. But so when it came time for me to jump, I'm gonna be honest, like I feel like people would feel like, were you scared? And honestly, no. I'm scared of heights. As crazy as that sounds, I'm scared of heights, and I feel like when you jump, you can't see what you're jumping to because you're so high up. Whereas if I'm on like a 10-feet building, I can see the ground. I can't see the ground, 30,000 feet up. So it's kind of like you're jumping, but you never see the end. So it's really about, like I said, having faith that you're gonna get to the ground. The main thing that kind of scared me was the fact that I couldn't breathe. And then also, thankfully, I had on goggles because I wore this beanie. I actually had on a similar outfit. I had on like a similar vibe, like very much chill. Also, if you go skydiving, don't try to look cute. Don't try to look cute because you think that you look cute jumping out of the plane, but there's so much air pressure, like your mouth is like... You're not cute, okay? So don't try. I mean, if you want to, hey, do what you gotta do, but I say just make it a very chill moment, because I think the most important thing that you take from skydiving is the experience, not how you look. But like I said, do what you do. But being in the actual air was something that really didn't hit me until hours later. My main thing was like I kind of felt lightheaded, and I was kind of like nauseous because we did tricks, and like the tricks were us spinning around, which is really cool. But it was dope. Like overall, like I can't complain. I think I would want to do it again because now I know what to expect. But I think that if it's your first time, I would definitely say just make sure that you're not scared, because I feel like being scared takes away from the actual experience. Because I felt like I met some cool people in the process. I met another dude. It was his birthday too. He was actually 25 too, so we were in the hospital at the same time. Like, cool. And then my mom came with me, and she met a woman around her age who was doing skydiving, and like it didn't encourage her to go skydiving herself, but it did encourage her to do things that are out of her comfort zone. I thought that was really cool that I got something from it, and also my mom got something from it too. I feel like this is probably my only regret. If you meet cool people in the process, wait for them to jump, because I feel like it's one thing to be able to do it yourself, but it's another thing to be able to meet a total stranger and know that you're doing the same thing, and that there's honestly not a lot of people in that moment who understand what you've done, and those people understand what you've done because they're doing it and they have done it. So if you can, I would say wait for the people that you talk to, if you do talk to anybody during the process, for them to jump, because I feel like I rushed back home for nothing. I wish that I had waited for the dude who was my birthday twin, and I wish that my mom could have seen the person that was around her age. And like, I mean, we didn't like leave like, oh, we have to leave, but like I felt like it was Father's Day. I wanted to get back home. It was a 2-hour drive back home, and honestly I got a ticket on the way to skydiving, but we're not gonna talk about the negatives of that day. We'll talk about the positives. But overall, it really didn't hit me until I got home, and I took a nap and I ate. Because I feel like my instructor said something that I didn't really realize that I did. He was like, so my mom, he was like, she was so calm. And like, I really didn't realize it, but I was really calm. For it to be my first experience on a plane, my first experience skydiving, and my first experience ever doing anything that crazy, I think that the fact that like I was just like, okay, was kind of weird. And honestly, for me, it just showed me that if I can be in the sky and jump from a plane, there's no reason why I should be walking on ground and be scared or be, hateful or be unhappy, because I was so calm in a space where I had no control over anything. You're literally in the air, you know. There's nothing around you to grab, you know, you're just there. And it's like when I'm here on earth, at least I can control, you know, where I go. Up there, you really can't. So it's like, if I can be peaceful in a place like where, you know, I'm basically putting my life in someone else's hands, from the pilot to my instructor, then me being here on earth should not be a terrible thing. Like, I feel like, you know, I'm a very positive person, but like, before doing skydiving, like, I felt like, you know, everything just had to make sense. Everything just had to be this way or that way. And like, after skydiving, I felt like you're free. You know, you're able to do things that, you know, are important to you and do them. And I feel like everyone's gonna take something different from the experience, but for me, overall, I took it as something that I felt like I can do anything. And like, I know, like, as like a kid, like, they tell you like you can do anything. Like, I mean, like, I can do anything that my heart desires. Like, if I want to start a business, or if I want to meet a new person, like, I can do that. And I feel like that whole time taught me that, you know, live your life, you know, jump out of a plane. And like my shirt says, I hope you can see it. You probably can't see it, but it says I jumped out of a perfectly good plane, and my butt looks okay. And I also have a certificate that I'll put a picture of right now. But if you can do it, do it. It's a beautiful thing. It's something that I feel like you'll never forget. A lot of people said that they thought that I was brave, and I'll be honest, and I feel like it wasn't really a brave thing. I know for somebody, they're like, you jump out of a plane, but for me, it was kind of just like, I was so at peace. I was so still, and I feel like a big part of it has to do with me being so spiritual. I felt like God is giving me an opportunity to be able to do something that a lot of people aren't going to do. And I feel like for me, that was a part of my path. I feel like I was able to accomplish what I wanted to do in that moment. And I feel like whatever that means for you, whether it's skydiving, whether it's owning a business, whether it's just going to that party that, you know, you never have been to, you know, do it. If it means something to you, if it means that, you know, you're able to step outside of yourself and be able to explore the world, do it. I feel like skydiving is so much more than about jumping out of a plane. I think it's about jumping outside of yourself and being able to realize that you're living life to live. You're not living life to exist. You're not living life to, you know, do it for other people. You're doing it for you. And if this is on your bucket list and you feel like it's important to you, don't let anybody back you out. Because there were a lot of people that probably felt like, oh, she's not gonna do it, and there were, and I was surprised. I'm like, damn, y'all had no faith in me. Don't let people's fears keep you from doing what you want to do. And I hope that overall, if you take nothing away from this video, I hope that you take away that please live your life for you. Please do things that make you happy. Of course, you know, account for the people that are around you. You know, if you have to. I'm a firm believer that you are where you're supposed to be. Even if you feel like where you are is the worst place on earth, I feel like everything is meant to be taken as a lesson that you'll take on to the next level, and you will get to that next level. And I think that for me, after jumping out of a plane, I feel like I know that there's nothing in life that I cannot get over. And I know that for a lot of people, it's like, oh, but you don't know my situation, you don't know what mountain I'm facing. I pray that whatever mountain or whatever situation that you're going through, that you know that it would not be given to you if you weren't able to overcome it. And I feel like for me, with skydiving, it showed me that, you know, if you can be fearless in the sky, you can be fearless here on earth. And I feel like everybody is fearless. I feel like everybody has it in them. I think that sometimes we just have to have somebody just shake us, or just have that experience, and then maybe skydiving for you, to get you to realize that you have it, that you got it, that there's nothing like that you can't do. And I hope and pray that this video finds you in beautiful spirits. I hope that if you are debating about skydiving, that this helps you to see that you're just jumping, you know, and nothing too major, you know, from a high place. But you know, you're gonna come back down, and you're gonna be here, and you're gonna realize that you got this life thing, that, you know, you really got what it takes, okay? So thank you to Skydive Suffolk for giving me the experience. Thank you for watching if you made it to the end. And I hope that even if you decide not to skydive, that you realize that live your life fearlessly. Live your life for you. Live your life in a happy place. And just remember to just live. So